Well, I suppose y'all heard by now. First of all, I know everybody probably waiting for me to do the Coon Hunters Thursday show. That'll be back on next Thursday, so I'm gonna take care of that. But as y'all probably well know by now, the young man that you see sitting right there in my picture is San Francisco 49ers quarterback, who may not be for long, my main man, Colin Kaepernick. The news that has circulated around the sports world and around social arenas through social media and everywhere else like that Colin Kaepernick say that he will not take a knee for the national anthem coming the 2017 NFL season. And when that got announced, I have heard, and if I had went across social media, went across the web, how you had some odd people talking about saying, oh, now he cooning now, and so and so like that. Told you it's all about the money, this and that, and so on and all that. To all those people that's saying that and calling Colin Kaepernick a coon or a Sambo, let me set the record straight on something. First and foremost, shut the fuck up, because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And over here at the Amazing Show, with the narrator himself, the Morris Knight, Mr. O, right here, I still support Colin Kaepernick by any and every means necessary. Believe that. He still gets plenty love over here. Now, to answer to your question, do I think that he's a coon for going ahead and say he's gonna stand up? No, I don't think he's a coon, because people got to understand something. See, at the end of the day, Colin Kaepernick he's still a young man. He's still like 29 years old, so he's still a young man. And on top of that, in the NFL, this is his livelihood. You feel me? This is his livelihood. And when he took that knee, took the stance to refuse to stand up for the national anthem, which is a racist song written by a racist peckerwood by the name of Francis Scott Key. Look him up. He put everything on the line. Everything. He put his career on the line, and he put his life on the line too. I can thoroughly relate to Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick, like myself, he's a Scorpio. November 3rd, 1986. Okay? Straight out of Wisconsin. Alright? Shoot. So he's a very principled guy, self-disciplined guy. That's why he did what he did. And he stood for what was right. Yeah, no doubt he had the country talking and all that, but then you had all these patriots. I'm gonna just go down memory lane a bit. All these patriots, that's these old fake ass redneck crackers who talk all that noise, and they be weekend warriors by being all tactical up and want to go ahead and shoot at beer cans and all this stuff. Talking about, he's disrespecting the flag. He needs to stand up. He's disrespecting the military, which he's never said anything about the military. He's never mentioned it, which was the straw man that these patriots use. But the patriots end up getting a wake-up call from real military individuals who came out and supported Kaepernick and debunked that whole thing, saying they military vets for Cap. And Jesse Ventura shut it down. Ex-Navy SEAL, ex-governor, ex-Hall of Fame wrestler Jesse the Body Ventura said, look, I salute Colin Kaepernick for his right to protest. And like I say, he did something astronomical that no politician, not Obama, couldn't do. that nobody from the right or nobody from the left or nobody from the middle could do. And that he got the country set down to talk about race and a double standard, which still stands today. And Colin backed his thing up with facts and with his money. He's donated money to a lot of these inner city causes. His Know Your Rights program that he holds in Oakland, and their chapters growing across the country. And not only that, him taking the knee every game and stuff, that sparked the movement. Because you have in the NFL, the only other one that came after him was Jeremy Lane of the Seahawks. And I'm gonna jump on the Seahawks in a minute to all my sports fans to let y'all know something, and I think this will be good. When the season started, I mean, speaking of Seahawks, you seen Richard Sherman and all of Pete Carroll all locked up in arms and all that stuff. I mean, to me, that didn't make a difference. But players from the Miami Dolphins, which was Adrian Foster, who retired, Kenny Stills, Carlos Dansby, all of them took a knee. A few others took a knee. Eric Berry of the Kansas City Chiefs, he raised his fist. Martellus Bennett and Devin McCourtney of the Den of the Patriots, they raised their fist in solidarity to protest against the flag, against the national, well, not really the flag, I'm sorry, let me take that back, against the national anthem. It never had nothing to do with the flag. It's the white cracker trolls and the other idiots that try to make it the flag, make it about the flag. They try to make it about the military, but that straw man got shot down real quick. Okay, it was people out there, like at the Buffalo game, was having T-shirts with a picture of Kaepernick and the crosshairs that might want to go ahead and take him out. And we had the same type of ignorant fucks down here in Miami when they came here and played the Dolphins. You had some of these, as Taurine Rain would call them, zesty, spicy crackers wanted to try to do harm to Kaepernick. You know. All because, but not all of us. Not all of us. I could very much well vouch for my people here in Miami that a lot of us stood behind Kaepernick. And I, for one, and I got right up in these jokers' grill and let them know, y'all ain't fucking with Kaepernick. Touch him and see what happens. I mean, we were dead serious. See, that's the story that nobody ain't telling y'all about. Because we done heard some of these Oyes talking that yin-yang about so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. I say, all right, the motherfucker touch him and see what the fuck happened. But then again, like I said, they turned yellow streak down their back, put their tail between their legs and took off like the cowards that they did. Just like that number 47 for the Dolphins who talked that noise too, and he ended up getting hurt. You know, but let's just get right down to it. That you got to understand something. That Kaepernick, people up there saying that he's a coon. No, he's not a coon. Because at the end of the day, you know, he's a man. So, you know, this is what he does for a living, at being a quarterback and stuff like that. So this is what he's done. This is his livelihood. Like I stated before, Colin Kaepernick is 29 years old. So, you know, to all those naysayers, I'm going to tell you something. I respectfully disagree. And we're going to agree to disagree. So, you know, to all these trolls, you know what I'm saying, don't come on my channel leaving stupid comments in the section talking about saying, oh, Colin Kaepernick's a coon. I told y'all this old half white Negro with nothing. Nah. It ain't not finna happen here. Speaking of which, because speaking of Colin Kaepernick, which happened to be the subject of it, I'm going to just go here for 1 second here. And something that had came across my feed not too long ago. not too long ago about Kaepernick. Let's just go here for 1 second. Okay, just work with me, people. Just work with me for 1 second. I'm just gonna read this to you. This came out of the sporting news, and believe it or not, yeah, you're looking at it right. I could possibly see Colin Kaepernick donning the blue and green and silver of the Seattle Seahawks. Let me just go ahead and read this to you. Colin Kaepernick is about to opt out his contract with the 49ers. Now, prepare for him to end up with, of all teams, the Seahawks. As weird as Seattle might sound because of Kaepernick and San Francisco's history against their NFC West rivals, it's the likeliest of unlikely destinations. Now, it would come with Kaepernick having to live with the disappointment of not being signed as a starting quarterback, NFL quarterback, but it would also come with a great opportunity for the 29-year-old to get his career back on track in the right place. I mean, that they're like this, so that might end up being a blessing in disguise. Because personally, I think Kaepernick physically is in excellent shape. Kaepernick at one point looked like he and Russell Wilson would have many epic duels as strong-arm mobile passers with championships on the line. Now, it's hard to believe that the 49ers Seahawks Classic NFC title game was played only 3 years ago, given what all that has happened since. Now, Wilson led the Seattle to a ring after the 2013 season, something Kaepernick fell short of the season before. Now, while Wilson and the Hawks have remained a conference contender, Kaepernick faded hard right along with the Niners post Jim Harbaugh freefall. Now, before we get into the other thing that might keep Kaepernick from finding his ideal second team scenario, the Seahawks can be a great benefit to him finding his way on the field again. He still has the basic skill set with that arm and the mobility to serve as an ideal season backup to Wilson. Now, that number 2 role is currently held by second-year undrafted quarterback Trevon Boykin, an intriguing athletic talent who is still more of a developmental project than insurance. Kaepernick could absorb many good things from Wilson by working with him in practice. Kaepernick's footwork, accuracy, and mechanics all have taken big hits in his regression. Wilson, meanwhile, has pushed those aspects of his game to the top of the league. Now, the two used to be a lot different personalities as younger QBs. Kaepernick was basically Kaepernicking, and Wilson was Go Hawkskin. Kaepernick has gone from his shoes to issues, while Wilson has traded bland for bold. Meeting in the middle, they can mesh well on the same depth chart. Now, Kaepernick also have lacked both reliable coaching and a comfortable supporting cast since Harbaugh left, which I said all the time. Kaepernick was never the problem. He never had, his numbers were stellar. He just ain't had no weapons to throw through. He didn't. Now, Pete Carroll can provide that stability for him on the sidelines, and Darrell Bevell, who's the offensive coordinator, has the offense to maximize his abilities. Because the Seahawks right now, they're in desperate need of offensive line help, but they offer a diverse array of playmakers Kaepernick hasn't had since his early Niners starting quarterback days. But now here's the twist. Kaepernick, foiled often by the Seahawks defense, has gained more respect from players on that unit. Now, there was some Seattle solidarity with him during his national anthem protests, led by Jeremy Lane. That's the individual I'm talking about. Now, a good friend of mine, Richard Sherman, understood of what Kaepernick was trying to do. Richard had went from, the All Lives Matter thing to, and he took that crap off. Michael Bennett gave his full support, as you see right there in the picture there. You see him and Kaepernick talking. Okay? But Kaepernick reportedly won't be protesting like that next season. But many potential future coaches and teammates still will feel they can't stand by for what he's already done. So Kaepernick doesn't need to worry about that with the Seahawks. And I think the Seahawks will be a good fit for him. I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Now, Kaepernick already has a great challenge in finding another team because of how he played football of late, including some durability concerns. Combine that with the controversy, the reality is that his free agent options are limited. It will take a progressive team with a particular need, and the Seahawks best fit the profile. The rest is basically on Kaepernick accepting that there's a good chance he isn't perceived as anyone's number one anymore. Sure, it's a demotion, but it's also a favorable and maybe only road to redemption and resurrection. Now, Kaepernick didn't seem to care that his actions and political statements would hurt his future earning power in the NFL. Now, if he can accept taking lesser money, he shouldn't see settling for second in Seattle as a lesser move, but a rather necessary one that could turn into a blessing. Now, the Seahawks' jobs for several seasons was to stop Kaepernick. Don't be shocked if they soon change with restarting him as their backup. Sorry about that. Now, you can look at that chart there. Kaepernick's career passing touchdowns since the 5 years he's been with the Niners. 10 touchdowns, something like that. 21 touchdowns in 2013, 2012, 2013, 2014, 19 touchdowns, over 3,300 yards. Now, 2015, that's when it dropped. Yeah. But here, he did all right in 2016, last year. But now, I'm going to tell you that Seattle will be a good fit for him because the fact of the matter that, look, it'd be a good fit for him because it'll keep him on the West Coast. And then Seattle is like one of those type of places, too, that also offer like that protest type atmosphere and all that stuff, revolutionary, where you can make a difference and stuff like that. But like I said, myself, Ticket, Town Biz, and all that. I'm like I said, anybody that listens to my past podcasts and anybody know me personally or who's met me, look, I stand behind Kaepernick 35 million%, and I still support him. He is no coon for doing what he did. The idiots who get out here and call him a coon, the hell with y'all. Because we using the term coon out of context way too much now, and it needs to stop. It really needs to stop. But like I said, unless you gonna go ahead and foot to pay his bills, then you shouldn't even have nothing to say. This man's livelihood. At the end of the day, he a man. He got to do what he need to do. But one thing he made his point is that he got the country talking. Even still talking right now after nobody's even thinking about Tom Shady. Mr. P&D, possession of PEDs. The greatest cheater of all times. People still talk about Kaepernick. Look what happened. Shoot, you got 6 of the New England Patriot players say they're not going to the White House to go see Trump. And don't tell me Kaepernick has a lot of influence with that. He's already made his point, as Town Biz said. And he's already made his point. He left his mark, like a true Scorpio does. Shoot. So to all y'all jokers, I still stand with Colin Kaepernick. And y'all need to back off of him.